So you think you have all the answers, do you? Well, this dysfunctional duo is going to tell you what you need to know, whether you like what they have to say or not. Prepare yourself, because these two sassy sisters are at it again. Now here's Tanya and Courtney as they discuss this life unfiltered.
Hello, everybody. This is Tanya and Courtney. Welcome to the show. I hope that you're having, we hope that you're having a real and uneventful day.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's so good to see you.
I
Good to
know.
see you, Tanya.
I know. What's going on in your worlds, Courtney?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I think I have a stomach flu. And I've been having to take medicine so that I don't vomit. You can't see here. So that I don't vomit and have stomach cramps. I don't know how far this is going to go, but I wanted to make sure that you know I'm not feeling good when I'm drinking water. You can't see on my screen, but I'm drinking water because I have a stomach flu. So.
Okay, you should be drinking water every day.
Yeah,
are you sure it's the flu or it's not your shitty food poisoning from your dish, that stupid food that you had the other day?
So here's something that people need to understand. Okay, and I'm going to tell a funny story because I have a phobia about eating leftovers. So I will make an entire pasta dinner because that's the only thing I know how to cook is baked ziti, spaghetti, and chicken Alfredo. I cannot cook anything else. Okay.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to.
I know I'm horrible. I ruined putting a ham in the oven for holidays. I've burned the ham. They're bone dry. I used to be able to do prime ribs for Christmas. It's awful. And I'm very, very lucky that my husband's very easy. And usually what I'll do is I'll make like a big heap of like baked ziti or Alfredo or whatever. And then the deal is I cook it. He has to put it away. And we always let it cool down to room temperature because if you put hot food in the fridge, it can cause some problems. It can cause you some issues.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. And I thought it was not true, but it is true. So he puts it away and then I won't eat it. And do you want to know why I won't eat leftovers?
Why?
Because several years ago, my sister, Tanya, right there, okay, I was visiting her. She lived in Colorado and she had made stew.
Okay, you did. What does that have that story? No. I know this story and I have no idea what has nothing to do with you.
I have PT. I don't care.
Well, no, it does. Okay, tell the stupid story because no one cares about the story anyway.
Horrible, how you've affected me. Okay. So I go to Tanya's house. She was living alone. Okay. And she had
the good old days.
The good old days. Okay. She had this beautiful apartment, 2-bedroom in outside Denver, Colorado. And I would come and we work from home. We're very fortunate. #blessed. And it's lunchtime. We usually do our own thing when I'm visiting or whatever. We all just kind of do our own thing. So she goes to the freezer and she pulls out this like Tupperware container from the freezer and it's this frozen stew. And I'm there for a few days. She heats it up in the microwave. She eats a portion of it and immediately puts it back in the freezer.
Okay, you weren't even there when that happened. I told you over the phone.
No, I was there. I
did not freeze it.
Yeah, you were wearing a nightgown. It was frozen.
My God. Okay, you are delusional. Frozen. What drug were you taking?
Okay, I have to tell you my reality.
Oh, yeah, right. This is not reality. It's lies.
God's honor. So the next day, she's probably still in her pajamas or a robe.
Liar.
She goes to the freezer and she pulls out the refrozen stew and heats it up again.
Oh my God.
Eats a portion and puts it back in the freezer.
You are lying. I never did that.
I probably left and I said, you cannot heat that up and eat any more of that food. And you're like, it's perfectly fine. And I'm like, no.
Okay, that's not how I
No.
remember it. And you weren't even when I had that stew episode.
The
You
stew
weren't even in
incident.
my house.
It's the
I
incident.
I
It's the
was
stew
telling you and mom on the phone,
No,
and
I remember.
you know what? There's nothing wrong with that anyway.
No,
Even
I
if you
looked at the
weren't, even
stew.
if it was true.
Okay, it was not chock full of like veggies and meat. It was more liquidy. It looked like you were chincing on the carrots and the taters. Okay, it's not something I would have eaten.
You're just
Okay,
jealous because I can cook and you can't.
I can do it. Actually, I'm really good at crock pots. Okay, I can do a crock pot. I can do a mean crock pot. Who could screw up a crock pot? So
Well, you are definitely you live in crock pot country because it's what 30 degrees where you live.
yeah, it's like perfect now. It's like chilly weather and yes. So, okay. So since then, getting back to the main point of this and my stomach issue right now, I feel low energy, but I'm trying to pep up. I'm gonna be energized. I'm gonna do some razzle dazzle
Why are you doing that?
because if I
Because
have
you're
some razzle dazzle, it just chirps me right up.
okay. You have the stomach
Razzle.
cruise. You have the stomach flu. Why aren't you in the toilet spouting your
I don't
fluids?
know. I'm working through it. I took some peppermint for my stomach. I just took a nausea chewable. So, and that kind of leads into because this is Thanksgiving week and we don't want to forget what we're thankful for. And I wanted to see what your plans are.
My plans. We are going to be driving to Savannah, Georgia, to see some friends that we have not seen in years, and that we used to live in the Chicago area. That's where we met them. And he's a pilot, just like my husband, so they have a lot in common. And this friend, she's a friend that she's completely crazy, and she's
Oh,
not boring. She's not
yeah.
boring, and that's why I enjoy her company because she's not boring. She just doesn't sit there and talk about stupid shit like a lot of people do.
So her name, I'm just going to call her Lisa. That's not her real name, but I remember meeting Lisa. So you used to live in Woodstock, Illinois, and February 2nd is Groundhog Day. And Woodstock, Illinois is where they filmed Groundhog Day. And so Lisa lived in the Chicago area, and we all went together to the Moose Lodge where they had the dance that appeared in the film.
What's that noise? Is that your stomach?
No.
Did you just fart?
No, I did not fart. I did not.
What
I
the
didn't
hell
make a
is
mess.
that?
I think the Pollock is home. I have a Polish husband. Yes.
He sounds
think
like a
he's home.
gorilla.
Yes, he's home. I do hear him. He's taking food into Nana. Our mother lives, and I know we're digressing, but yeah, I'm going to be leaving for a few days, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, she asked if he could bring her food that she could freeze in the freezer while I'm gone because she wants to have access to fast food. So I'm sorry about the interruption.
Oh, was it Arby's delivery?
Yes, it was.
How
A lot.
many?
8
Oh,
sandwiches.
wow. Hopefully that'll get her through the
8
holiday.
sandwiches, 4 large crinkle fries, and 8 cups of au jus.
Shit. Can I say shit on YouTube?
I think you can say shit.
Okay, I hope so. I hope we don't get banned.
So
like we did
yeah,
our old channel.
and the Arby's has nothing to do with if I have a stomach flu. It has nothing to do with the leftovers. I won't eat leftovers ever since you got salmonella from your.
I never got salmonella. I've never had food poisoning in my entire life. I don't
You've
know what
left
the heck
many
you're talking about.
restaurants throwing up out the car door. You pooped your pants not too long ago. And okay, so I'm going to give some advice. Here's the deal. When you reach a certain age, if you're like, oh, it's Saturday, let's go have lunch, let's go shopping. Here's the deal. You need to shop first before you go to a restaurant. And the restaurant needs to be within a 20-minute drive radius of your home. Because if you get to our age and you eat your food that you normally don't eat, Okay, I eat sandwiches at home. So I immediately am going to have to go home.
Okay.
And you went shopping
I
after
know.
you ate. And what
Okay.
happened?
So that that issue has really cleared up because of the magic water that we drink.
Yes. Oh, okay. That's true.
There might have been one
But
accident.
you were drinking our elixir of the gods when you were pooping, because I remember your husband calling me saying, "Please help me." No excuse.
It happens rarely. And yeah, it rarely happens, but I don't know if it's a age thing or
Yes.
if it's a GI problem.
Well, I
But
don't know.
it's cleared up a lot. I mean, I feel a lot better after doing the magic 8.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I'm just letting people know a rule in general. If you're 15 over, we're 15 over. We're mature, wizened women,
Yeah,
powerful,
sure.
powerful, experienced,
Uh-huh.
wizened women. Do not shop before you go eat a huge bucket of food somewhere. Just
Yeah,
no.
because you might have an accident.
And you know what? Here's the thing. I would like somebody to please comment and let us know if you have this issue as well.
Yes. Have you? Okay, so the question is, let's make sure the
Yes.
question's very clear. Have you gone out and ate at a restaurant? I mean, it's not a fast food restaurant. I don't do
No,
fast
sit
food.
down.
Just like
Sit
a
down.
sit-down restaurant,
Yeah.
and then you go, maybe as an example, go to Costco
Yes,
after
Costco, Target.
going out to breakfast, going to Target, wherever, and you immediately you have to
Regret.
go to the
Let's just say
bathroom. You have to
regret.
go to the
Yeah.
bathroom, and you don't make it to the bathroom, and then you have to leave, and your husband has to help you out the door so no one sees your
He
butt
had to stand
area.
behind you. Did you
I
have white
know.
pants on?
No, thank God.
Okay. Well, he said he had to push the cart behind you to
Yes.
feel
Yes.
your backside.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
So
but he's a good husband.
he's an excellent husband.
Yeah. And
Love
I
him.
know the Pollock would do the same thing, and I would do the same thing for them too, because it happens. But that's the question this week. I would like to see people comment, men or women, any age. I just want to know that we're not the only people that have this issue.
That's
We're not
it. It's
disgusting.
real. It's
Like
real.
we're animals.
And mom cannot. Our mother is 82, and she cannot go out.
She can't.
I mean, she has a 30-minute window, right? She has to be
No,
home within 30 minutes.
she used to have, but it was shortened to about 15 in the end, and now she doesn't go anywhere anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she's on oxygen, and she has
Sad.
she has some issues, but that's okay. She's still, her quality of life is okay. So for her,
She's so happy that I bought that refrigerator and microwave for her and put it in her room.
no, you didn't even think of that. She lives with me, okay, and she has a room and she has a bathroom that's not en suite, so she uses her walker. But we have, medical equipment in the bathroom for her, and we, when she got on oxygen, we put a small refrigerator. I ordered it.
Yeah, you didn't pay for it. I paid for it.
No, she paid for it. I make her collect cans. I throw cans out the backyard. She collects them, and then I throw them back out for her to recollect the next day. It's her exercise.
Well, it's like she's getting a paycheck. She feels good about herself.
She is very productive, I have to say. But she has a good humor, and she loves laying in bed and watching TV, and she's just happy. As long as she's so happy she has her microwave and refrigerator in her room, and it's safer. She's got a Life Alert necklace,
which has been going off lately, by the way.
Yeah, it's extra sensitive. She's not been falling, but she gets frustrated, but I say, you know what? It's working.
Right. That's it. They do. They call me.
Yes. And I do recommend anyone out there who has elderly parents, please invest the money. Absolutely. Even if it goes off when it's not supposed to, that it's working.
Yeah.
the one time you need it. So
That's it. That's it.
so yeah, so everything's fine and she's
So
happy
can I
now.
continue my story
Oh,
before you interrupted me? I am still telling you my story about what I'm doing for Thanksgiving.
oh,
And
okay.
you rudely
Proceed.
interrupted.
Proceed.
Okay, so we are driving from Southwest Florida to Savannah, Georgia, and
Mm,
we our friends have an RV, and it's a very nice RV.
Lisa,
She sent
yes.
me pictures.
Ooh.
And so my husband and my daughter and I are going to stay in the RV. So
Oh.
we'll have a little area to escape when it gets too crazy in their house because they're very loud and they're crazy, which I like.
So
But
it's like a little guest house.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, they're
And has
very
a
nice.
shower and a toilet, and
Oh
they
my
said,
gosh.
there's heat. Hopefully there should be heat because it's going to be in the 30s, which is going to be freezing for us.
Yeah.
I had to go and buy sweaters
Yeah. I'm sure.
on Amazon
Yeah.
because it's still in the 70s here.
Well, that's a beautiful time of year.
It is. And so I guess that's my story. And then we're Friday after Thanksgiving, I booked a hop on, hop off tour
Of Savannah?
of Savannah. It's like a trolley tour. And so, anyone that's listening that's in Savannah, I
Ooh.
will be on the hop on, hop off tour. And I would love to meet and greet and meet you in person. And before I forget, did you hear that Tammy got married from 2,000 pound sisters or
I
1,000 pound
did.
sisters? I saw pictures.
I'm happy for her.
Well,
I
I
don't
hope
watch
it
the
lasts.
show. Yeah, I mean, everyone wants to be happy. Everybody deserves to be happy, however they find it. And yeah, I don't watch the show, but
You
I'm happy
should.
for anybody who finds love. You have to try. So
Now,
good.
do you know if I know she's in assistant living, but does he live in assistant living too?
They met in rehab, so it's probably
Oh,
a skilled
yeah,
nursing
right.
situation.
Got
Yeah,
it.
and so that's great.
Well, so congratulations, Tammy. I'm sure you're watching. So we're so happy for you.
Congratulations, absolutely, and yeah. So, what day are you going to be on that trolley in Savannah?
The Friday after Thanksgiving. Um, so that would be the 25th.
Okay, so if
So
somebody is listening,
yes.
Tanya from This Life Unfiltered is going to be on
Yes,
hop on hop off.
exactly. And I would
Fun.
love to meet and greet and take pictures and um, you know, don't be afraid to ask for autographs. I'll no problem.
I'm a little standoffish right now for photographs. I've been having an issue with paparazzi. We have so many
Again,
people.
again.
They somehow, I mean, okay, like people can't find me. The map to my home does not work, but paparazzi can find me. I don't know what the deal
Well,
is.
they have special ways
They
of
do.
they have special systems.
They
You
have
know where my husband is right now? Getting me more wine.
Anonymous Bob. That's
Mhm.
what he does. He's the refill meister, right?
He's going to barbecue steaks on the barbecue, and we only had a half a bottle of wine, and he wanted
Oh,
wine
that's a
too.
disaster.
Well, between the two of us, it's not a lot, just a half a
No,
bottle.
no, your low point is like as having one case left.
Well, no,
If you
I
have
just
one case left, you're like, we gotta go. We gotta go
we do
get some.
stock up. We do stock up
Well,
because
in this economy, you have to.
especially it's on sale. We
Yeah.
like ooh, 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 ooh. Anyway, all right. So, what about your Thanksgiving? What are your plans?
Well, okay, so I have Thanksgiving is always very near and dear to my heart. It's not my favorite holiday of the year. Halloween. I really like I like the time of year for Halloween. Um, but let me just decline this. Um, I love Thanksgiving because like every 5 years or something, my birthday falls on Thanksgiving. This year it doesn't.
Tomorrow is your birthday.
Tomorrow is my birthday. Yes, I'm I have another beautiful, and I don't care about my birthday, but I like to do something. I actually like to go away on my own on my
Yeah.
birthday.
That's how you do vacations. You just want to go alone with
I'm a
nobody.
huge solo traveler. If anybody, I have traveled internationally by myself. I've traveled domestically. I literally will car camp. If anybody is into that or has any questions, I literally sleep in my car, and when I'm camping and I go out for a week, and it's the most happy I am all year long. And when I get home, I'm planning the next. So this year, my oldest daughter is a flight attendant for a major airline, and we've been trying for the last year. She is out of Oakland, California, and she gets a lot of Hawaii routes. And usually, bless her heart, she'll like call me and she'll say, I've got one this weekend. I'm there for like 3 days. Come fly out, mommy and me, and, take mommy to work day. And it just hasn't worked out. I've
Mhm.
not enough notice or I have too much going on. And this year I said, I'm doing it. So I'm going in a few days early. So I'm going to have Thanksgiving and Friday by myself, which is
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
So, yes, I'm going to be in Oahu Wednesday through Saturday. And then we're jetting over to Maui for like a day. And then I'm
Nice.
coming home on a red eye Sunday night. So
From Maui. You're
from Maui. Yes. It's a
wow.
very short time in Maui, but I'm just thrilled to even be there. So
Right. And just relax, hopefully,
yes.
and not work. Don't
No.
work, sissy. No, stop. That's what you do. You need to decompress. You need to totally just do not look at email.
Well,
Seriously.
so I don't work, but I'm OCD. I like to clear out my emails. I
And
cannot,
that's fine, but you
I'm
know
not
what?
answering.
Okay, this is my suggestion, and I'm
Yeah,
not trying to tell you what to do, but you do need to decompress. This is your
correct.
time, no one else's time. So if you want to clear out emails, do it on the plane on the way home.
Yeah, possibly. And you know what? It should be slow. Everyone's taking off.
Well, it should, but just don't look at your email. You're
Yes.
not in an emergency room. No one's going to die.
Well, and this is another reason why we started this show, because I'm hoping people can relate to people who are workaholics and have to have their email say 0 and that they end up working on vacation, and it's not good.
No,
You get
it's
burned
not
out.
good. You
Yeah.
do, and you really need this. And I'm glad you're going. And I'm just encouraging you to not work.
I'm gonna try. Yes, but I am bringing my laptop because I'm hoping to be able to tape. I'm hoping to go live with you.
Yeah, that's
For
right. On the
Thanksgiving,
beach.
quick Thanksgiving message to everyone.
Yeah, totally. I'm bringing my computer.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's do it.
Just have a sense of gratitude. And this season, I mean, people are at their wits' end with personal lives, personal issues across the gamut. And, just remembering to show a little kindness. One thing that I'm going to try to do when I go out is pay for the car behind me,
Thank you, honey.
once a
Oh,
day. Or,
yeah,
yeah,
that's a good idea.
I'm really trying to I'm really trying to do things that foster, a good feeling.
Well, so I don't go through drive-throughs.
Like Starbucks or Panera?
Rarely.
Okay,
But you know what? If we
what?
do, we
Yeah.
probably will, because we're going to be traveling. I mean,
Correct.
it's 8 hours. It's an 8-hour drive. So
And just say, you know what? I'm going to pick up the tab on the guy behind me, and you know what? They call it the pay train. And a lot of times what will happen is somebody will get blessed when they pull up and they say the car in front of you bought your food, and then they pay it forward to the next guy, and it just keeps going.
yeah, I have participated in that before. It's awesome. It's just a it's a gift, but it's act of kindness.
Correct.
That's
And
what, yeah.
there's no one, you're not waiting for anyone to say thank you. And it's no strings attached. And yeah, so that's my focus this year, is to do something kind.
Well, one time when I lived in the Chicago area, there was someone ahead of me that bought mine. And I'm like, oh, well, that's nice. Well,
Yeah.
and then I added items. I
No,
added
you did
items.
not.
Yes, I'm like, okay, can I have 2 sandwiches to go? And I got some pastries. It was
No, you
awesome.
did not. No,
I
you
did.
No.
Well,
And
they're paying.
Did you pay for the guy behind you then?
Yeah, but it was I
okay.
did a limit. I did a limit of
Oh,
$15.
come on. No.
Well, it's $15.
Okay, you better be joking. Say sorry. You're not.
No.
You're doing malarkey. Stop it. You're doing tomfoolery.
Whatever. You make me mad.
You know what? I think I'm done with you. I'm going to read a current event now.
All right. What's the current event? I don't have
right,
one.
so
I don't have a current event.
Okay, so I just wanted to talk, so we use substitution words a lot on
You
YouTube.
have to.
You have to, and even though they're innocent words, and we are preaching positivity and et cetera, we have to use swap words. So just read between the lines, okay? So I wanted to just briefly bring up the count that has been ongoing a bit in the state of A.Z out west.
The Grand Canyon State.
The Grand Canyon State, yeah. So we have a count going on right now. And apparently there were some law people who, during the main day of the event, they actually, and this wasn't highly publicized, but there were 11 law educated people who went around a certain major city area and actually witnessed and got up close to what was happening during the day.
As they were counting?
Yes, as they were counting and things not counting, because there were some glitches and things like that. And what they found was there were actually 62% of the counting stores had technical glitches that day.
In the entire county.
Yes, and this was not presented as high as 62%.
OMG. Okay.
Correct. And this actually caused there to be like a lot of delay, to where people actually said, you know what, I don't even want to buy anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and go home because I have other things to do.
Wow, they gave up. I wouldn't have given up. I wouldn't have given up.
Well, hopefully a lot of people didn't, but and this is on both sides of the argument.
Sure.
Gave up. Okay, this isn't just one side. This is both sides.
It's a big problem.
But apparently some of the price tags that people were putting in under the scanners, the ink wasn't dark enough, and so it could not be scanned and accepted. And so there were certain, parts of the scan that couldn't be read, different parts. And so they were being put in like mailboxes, and they were going to be looked at later. And
no one, and let me guess, no one looked at them later. They went into the trash can.
There was a timeline up until like recently. There was a timeline where like 19 hours would pass in between, I would say results,
updates, public updates.
And then all of a sudden there'd be another mailbox full.
A big dump.
And this was days and days and days. Like every, 17 hours would pass, and then there'd be another load. And then 19 hours would pass, 8 hours would pass, it'd be another load, just magically. And we're talking 10, 12, 13 or so days after the count. So there's actually a attorney general, I'm not going to say the name,
of the Grand Canyon State.
Of the Grand Canyon, yes.
Yeah.
And they have filed, and actually some of the superintendents are actually also, which is a surprise because they were on the opposite side last time. But some of the superintendents are also saying that there are a lot of things that happened during the count that were against some of the, the rules and the way that things are laid out that are supposed to be done, and it's already been identified. And so, it's an embarrassment to me because we can literally put a man up. I mean, many people up in space, orbiting our planet.
Well, that is people dispute that too, but continue.
Yeah,
that never happened. But
true.
Anyway,
Okay, but I'm just saying, there's a lot. I mean, they're almost to the point where they can transport people.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have the technology, and it's ridiculous.
There's suspicion that there might be, time warping going on. I'm not going to say any more than that, but you're telling me that we can't count letters.
Well, of course we can. Of course we don't want to. That's the problem.
It's just an embarrassment. There's one state that just can't.
There's several states.
There are several states that are.
There are several states. They're just right, exactly, and yeah, it'll be very interesting on what happens because I listen to a lot of truthers, and I mean, no one has a magic crystal ball, unfortunately, but I'm just hoping. I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been going on for so long, and it's shocking that it happened again. But it's not boring. And so that article, that information that you just shared, was that dated today?
Yeah, these are all
the
from
21st.
Yeah, you can go to a few different websites and probably do some Google searches, and you can find PDFs, and these are all from today. So these are updates.
So the big takeaway from that is that people are publicly acknowledging there's a problem on both sides of the aisle.
Yes.
And are there going to be, did they talk about any investigations or digging deeper into it? Okay.
Yeah, no, there is. And I would say while people might think that that it's done, it's not done.
Okay,
and,
yeah, it's not. And Mrs. Lake is not giving up.
No, she's already said.
I love her.
And this is why it's important to this person, because this is the kind of stuff that needs to be corrected. This is stuff that needs to be corrected so that people, back in the 80s, people just went and they counted and they filled out their little paper letters, and everybody had a vote that night, and everybody went to sleep, and that was the deal. Whether you liked it or not, fair is fair.
I know. Those are the good old days when we trusted what was going on. Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who, as long as they win fairly, I have no qualms with whoever. But there's just a lot of things.
So I can't remember what show I was listening to, but that person talked about the state we're talking about, the Grand Canyon state, and that this state is the headquarters of.
Oh, really? I just flashed for a second. There you go.
Yeah. The 3-letter agency.
Really? I did not know that.
I did not know that either, but that's what they reported on. And I thought that was interesting. And maybe that has a lot of the swamp is very deep and dirty there.
Yes. I'm surprised we both actually lived there and called it home.
I know.
And had no idea. I'm shocked. But
well, it's everywhere. It really is everywhere. It's just
everywhere.
It's just a level of the degree of.
We're talking down to like sheriff.
Oh yeah.
It's from the bottom on up. So, but we're going to be positive, and everything's going to.
Yeah, right. Do you have a good story? A good feel story? I don't know that I have a good story. I don't know if I have a good story. You know what? Let me do a good story, because when we had our old show, the we always had some uplifting
Yeah.
moments about, inspirational or uplifting or happy news. So
We
let me
want to
go and
endings on a
find
happy
out.
note.
Yes, because it's Thanksgiving. It's the season of love and
And
giving.
gratitude.
Ooh.
It's a season of razzle
Oh.
dazzle.
Wow. Okay. Girl, 10 years old, helps her mom deliver a baby at home.
Oh,
Aw. With the
that's cool.
guidance over the phone from a 911 dispatcher. Aw. Owner of golden retriever poisoned by Thanksgiving rolls has this warning. Uh-oh.
That's not
Oh,
happy.
that's not happy. Oh my goodness. That sucks.
You're not good at that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even know. But anyway, oh, two heroic officers saves 1-month-old baby with RSV who stopped breathing in Kansas City.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Good.
the baby was so small she looked like a doll, but
Oh,
that's the all right. So let's end it on that note
yeah.
because
And you know what? I wanted to talk. We referred to our elixir of the gods,
yes.
and I do
Oh
want to share this
yes.
with everybody because this is. I want to tell you, if you guys have heard of medbeds, this is medbed in a bottle, elixir of the gods. This is fountain of youth, and I'm not joking. So, when we think about our bodies, if you go anywhere on YouTube and you search, like looking under a microscope, a lot of people will like put things under a microscope, and you see, I mean, like in cheese, there's like stuff moving a lot around and that's alive. Our bodies have billions and
Cells.
billions of cells.
And
And
this fixes it.
yes, this repairs your cells at the molecular level. This water is all natural. It's everything that's found in your body, but it's the molecular cell communication that we lose as we age, and our cells die, and that's why we don't heal faster and we have discomfort.
We have discomfort. And I can vouch from myself and my good friend that we like our wine. And oh, she's my neighbor's calling, but I'm gonna have to call her back. This the magic 8, the magic
Elixir.
elixir will help if you drink a little bit too much.
Oh, really?
You won't
The
feel as
next
bad
day?
in the morning.
Well, I have to say that, and I'm not going to go into details, but let's just say I had a lot of discomfort.
You did.
And this helps with, tummy discomfort. It helps with mental motivation. There isn't anything that this doesn't help. And again, it's all natural. And sadness. Yes, absolutely. If there's anything that you are not feeling you're that great or whatever, and we are fortunate enough to be ambassadors for this product. We are resellers, and everybody, this is a futuristic I want to say science.
Yeah, well, it is science.
You can
totally
research this product, ASEA. If you go to Google and you Google ASEA and Huffington Post, there's an article in the Huffington Post that talks about futuristic science, and this is one of those. So we there you go. Very good. And we actually have an entire staff. And if you want to put Jay's contact up there on the ticker, we have this amazing person, Jay Mata. If you guys have seen him on Spiritually Raw with his beautiful wife, April, we're partners, and you can give him a call and he can answer all of your questions.
Yeah. Please look into, and there's Black Friday specials going on this week, Monday through for 5 days starting today. So
yes. So if you want to feel better, be happy, and just all around, I'm telling you right now, this is magic. Magic.
It really is. You can contact us if you have any questions, but we can't say enough about it. But all right, so are we done now? Can I go and have my barbecue? Yeah.
And I want to wish everybody a very, very happy and healthy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for listening, and please be easy on yourself. You are all worthy, and gosh darn it, people love you. They like you.
They love you and like you. Bye,
Happy
everybody.
Thanksgiving.